Well, rising family, welcome back. We have returned once again. Once again, greetings to you all. Another beautiful early morning rising. May we all be welcoming in the new energy for the day, anticipating wonderful, great things. Making sure that we're being centered and grounded in ourselves. As we prepare to go forth today, we will be expanding upon our astral journey. And as we have initially done work to orient ourselves, integrate ourselves, upgrade ourselves with the Orion's belt, or the three sisters, we have increased our astral abilities, our psychic abilities, and this morning we will continue on and expand upon this same activity as we take visits to all of the remaining stars in the constellation. As we see here pictured in our backdrop, we have the full constellation depicted. And in a few moments, we'll do a brief discussion, naming all of the stars, working on our collective visualizations, to begin going into discussion about Orion's belt, for our basic knowledge, for the item or for the image that we see depicted, it does have multiple points that do make up the symbol of what is known to be the archer. And this archer, as we see, takes on a human-like form. And this human-like form that we see is supposed to be the collection of energies or collection of cardinal points that our consciousness passed through as it descended or as it traveled and landed and made its way to Earth. And in the process of the energy transmission and transfer, as we project ourselves down here into Earth, the energy transmits through this constellation directly. And it is how we take on these physical forms. And so starting at the Orion's belt, we did take on the center point of the star, but also we specifically did the work located directly in the coccyx of our spine, where would be our Kundalini energy, where would be our source self, where would be the part of ourselves that went up and contacted or reintegrated ourselves into this location. But it did, again, start as the way to begin reorienting ourselves with this energy gateway that we have entered through so that we can return back to it. And so through the Orion's belt, we begin the integration process, centering ourselves. And now we're going to expand and take on the rest of the major stars. We also did work with Rigel and Betelgeuse. Will be done, and that will be discussed later, as well as working with the M42. And all of that will be discussed here. And as we're going forward, be mindful to take in this imagery while we are discussing. Allow it to sink in to your mind, because you will be using this in your imagination as you astrally travel to orient yourself into this image and integrate yourself with the energy that will be bypassed. And so going into it, starting back with Orion's belt, or the belt of Orion is an astronym, and it consists of the three bright stars, Zeta, Epsilon, and Delta, or Altanach, Al-Lunam, and Minataka. And they understand to be 800 light years away, and that's 100,000 times more luminous than the sun. And they have radiation of the ultraviolet range, which is beyond the human eye. But of course, for those who did the meditation and integrated themselves, you did actually receive and see the ultraviolet laser that was transmitted towards you. But it is witnessed in the northern hemisphere. We're dealing with the northern lights and the northern lights phenomenon. And it is easily seen in the night sky, usually in January. But as we know in the particular time that we are in, it is readily available because of the constellation alignment. So it's in the sky right now. If you are in a place of darkness right now, as you're watching this, if you go look right outside, it should be up and to your right. Well, of course, if you are facing west, then it'll be up and to your left. But essentially, it is directly present, and you will not be able to miss the Three Sisters, which will be Orion's belt. Going forward, though, it has the belt and the sword. The sword is the Messier 43 Nebula, the Running Man Nebula, and the stars, Theta Orionis, Iota Orionis, and 42 Orionis. We have the head, and the head is the three stars that comprise the arch that you see, and it's the small triangle. The apex is Messier, or Lambda Orionis, and that is a hot blue giant. And the other two are Phi 1 and Phi 2 Orionis. We have the club, and the club is stretching north of Betelgeuse, which is the Mu Orionis, Nu and Chi, as well as Chi 1 and 2. We have the shield, and the shield is Pi Orionis, and it is comprised of 6 minor parts, 1 major star with 6 minor elements around them. Then within, we have the body that makes up the meteor shower, or the Orionid meteor shower, and that travels as known as Halley's Comet. And this traveling meteor shower, that actually represents the traveling movement or the Kundalini force within that star system itself. When we see the moving of that star within the body of Orion, that is a symbol or a literally direct macrocosmic example or reflection of the inner workings of ourselves, as we have this frame and this body, and then within the body we have our comet, or we have our star that is moving about within the body. And so as we just use our imagery to take in our imagination, to take on the reflections that we see here, we're simply in a few moments going to project ourselves directly into that image. We're going to intimately absorb whatever is meant for us there. Greetings, Miss Tommy. You say you saw it at the planetarium. I'm sure at the planetarium that was super dynamic. You got to see a nice, very up close version of it. As well, family, if you all have capabilities to download it, there are a few Constellation apps where you literally can just wave your phone around and the phone will populate the actual constellation. Like, it will show you in real time where it's at, and it'll put the actual same figure like we see here with Orion. Like, it will draw out the figure for you and it will show them in real time. And when you look at it, you'll get a very, very tangible understanding that there's no such thing as up or down, because it's normal, of course, to use the app and then wave it into the sky, right? And then, of course, as you wave into the sky, you may be wondering, where are the other constellations? Where are the other stars? I can't see everything. It gets really trippy when you then take that same phone and then literally point it down to the floor. And then when you point it down to the floor, you see even more constellations. And then you really understand the fact that you're floating and you are suspended. And you are suspended in this quote-unquote void of space. I remember the first time that I pondered upon it, I downloaded it and I looked at, the imagery. It was a little disconcerting. It was a little unnerving, because I really, really realized, like, holy crap, we're just out here. And so in the presence of just being out here, we are doing much, much needed work to make sure that we are, I don't want to say grounding ourselves, but we are anchoring ourselves and recollecting all of our energies so that we can be able to identify where we are. And if we do identify where we are, we can further our travels. So that's always the whole goal here, especially for the times we are in. As gateways are opening, we can push our energies far beyond all of the things that this physical, tangible universe has to offer us. But of course, this is the actual, literal, tangible, step-by-step ladder process of getting to those gateways. And as a reminder, of course, we deal with these externally from our imagination, but always remember that these gateways, these astral travels, these locations, these stars, they are actually within us. The reason why we have the ability to travel to these places that are hundreds of light years away is because they are only inches of travel within our own body. They are only feet of travel. If you're 5'6", the source and crown of the universe is the edge of the universe is the tip of your head, and the bottommost base star at the furthest side of the whole entire universe is at the tip of your toe. It's only 5'6" feet away. But externally, we understand it in the universe as being 40 million light years, or some random, ginormous number. So understanding yourself as the great microcosm of the great macrocosm, you're literally just searching within yourself as we paradoxically search outside into the darkness of space. And so for our meditation again, this meditation, I will list off the named stars, but I am not going to specifically resonate or stick with one. We did that work yesterday. So it will be upon you as you follow along. As I list and go through the different stars, I will say them in a short mantra that's similar to yesterday and then move along. Whatever star you feel you have gravity towards, that you feel, you need to return to, be mindful of that and do the work in your own personal time. So we will begin to prepare. For those watching, we're going to do our breathing exercises. We're doing our dragon's breath, our sun and moon breathing. So let's get right to it so we have enough time to really download the information, download the travel. We will start with our sun and moon breathing, and then we will transition into the dragon's breath. We will do these in concert, so we will, after, of course I will lead, but we will do those in tandem, one right after the other, and then we will do our movements to transition into our meditative stance, and then we will go forth. So to officially begin sun and moon breathing, we'll do a cycle of 7, or excuse me, a cycle of 8. We have to catch both sides. Cycle of 8. Relax. Allow the tension in your body to melt away. Feel vibrations rising through your body. Feel the ground or the floor supporting you. throughout your entire body as the energy flows. Transition into your dragon's breath. And for dragon's breath, we will do 10 cycles of breath. Of course, forcibly breathing all the way in, exhaling forcibly all the way out. And begin. Again, let the energy flow. Feel the support of the earth beneath you. Allow your energy to flow with your breath. And 10 breaths again. Continue to allow energy to flow. One last time, 10 breaths. Begin to release yourself. You should be feeling light and airy. Begin to move around. Literally get your energy cycle throughout your body. You can now begin to assume your meditative stances. If you sit, have your feet firmly planted on the ground. If you lay, again, have your feet, the bottom of your feet, firmly planted on the ground. Have your hands in your meditative position or in a fist, located comfortably in your lap, on your knees. Complete the circuit of your energy by placing the roof of your, by placing your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Slowly begin to orient yourself into this moment. Continue to feel the cycle of energy. Slowly begin to feel the support of the earth beneath you, holding you. Continue to breathe slowly, fully, and deeply. Begin to monitor your breath, and with each cycle of breath, begin to slowly drift deeper and deeper into a state of peace and calm. Begin to surround yourself with serenity and oneness. Be in awe of the current moment. As you continue to breathe, with each breath in, drift deeper into darkness. And with each breath out, release light. Continue to drift deeper and deeper into nothingness. Deeper and deeper into the sea of consciousness. Deeper and deeper into yourself. As you continue to dive from your first person view, begin to see your light body. Look at your form in your astral body. See the beautiful light that is emanating from the core of your being. Continue to breathe and continue to ponder upon yourself, your light, your energy. See how everlasting you are. Now, shift your attention into the nothingness and slowly begin to see the image of Orion begin to emerge. See the full constellation slowly coming into form right in the cosmos, directly in front of you. Begin to breathe and match your breaths and feel yourself elevating and traveling towards this image. Feel the magnetic attraction as you slowly begin to connect with Orion. See all of the dazzling lights of Orion shining before you. Take in the awe. Take in the beauty. Feel the power. As you resonate with this image, take in the mantra of each star. Betelgeuse, 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 Rigel, 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 Bellatrix, 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 Mintaka, 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 Al-Ni-Lam, 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 Al-Ni-Tak, 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 Ner al-Saif, Ner al-Saif, Ner al-Saif, Ner al-Saif, Ner al-Saif, Ner al Saif, Ner al Saif, 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 Maisa, 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 Tabit, 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 Asulan Ari, Asulan Ari, Asulan Ari, Asulan Ari, Asuan Ari, Upsuan Ari, Upsuan Ari, Pi, 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 Yefus, you are. 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 Lace, 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 lace. Continue to take in the full image of Orion. feel the resonance of all the stars. As you feel this resonance, begin to see all of the stars begin to beam a laser, a beam of light, a beam of energy from each star directly into your heart, the center of your chest. With each breath in, receive the energy. With each breath out, review and see the dazzling lights. Continue to breathe and absorb this energy. Continue to see the lights transmitting directly towards you from each star. As the energy is transmitting, begin to see in the center of Orion's body the comet of Halley's comet, swirling around in a circle. Continue to see this energy swirling in the center of Orion. As this energy swirls, begin to see a portal opening. And as this portal opens, begin to see a ray of darkness beginning to transmit directly into your chest, along with the lights of the stars. Receive this darkness. Receive this transmission of energy. Continue to breathe. Cycle your breath. Cycle the energy. See the imagery. Receive. 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 Accept. Accept the subtle transformations within you taking place right now. Feel the darkness energy increasing you. Know this darkness is the substance of the universe beyond Orion's belt. Receive the energy of yourself outside of this universe. Download and integrate yourself on the other side. Continue to breathe. Continue to receive. Now, with our next breaths, we will slowly begin to close the portal and the energy of darkness. Allow the energy to slowly return to which it came. Slowly begin to see the spinning of Halley's Comet. Begin to slow and slowly drift away. Begin to see the lasers of lights from all of the stars to slowly disconnect and return back from which they came. Now slowly see the constellation begin to drift away and slowly disappear into the nothingness. Begin to shift your attention back to your light body. Examine your light body. How has it changed? Are there new lights? Are you more profound? What subtle shifts and differences do you see? Next, begin to shift your attention away from your astral body and return to pure nothing. As you're in the nothingness, slowly begin to return back to the current moment. Begin to feel the support of the earth holding you up. Slowly begin to feel the atmosphere of your room, your space. Begin to feel the energy of the new day. Feel the life force going forth. Know that life is hustling and bustling about around you. Begin to receive in the light of the new day. With your next breaths, when you exhale, audibly sigh. Feel the peace and serenity. Feel that anchoring and that positioning. Feel your elevation, your oneness. Feel your renewal and your refreshation. When you are of mind and peace to return to the moment, you can open your eyes. say. Yes, family, we have completed our meditation. We have completed the hour. Yes, many blessings, Tommy. Many blessings. So, may you all be able to go forth. The music will play for a few more moments, but our meditation is complete. Well rising, wholeness and balance.